Hi there, Dante Cheney from the American Communities Project, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about immigration and how we perceive immigration in the United States. This is something we've explored a little bit with the American Communities Project. We did a big survey last year in 2024 and gave people a list of 22 issues and asked them to rank them. Show us the top 3 issues where you live in your local community and what you perceive to be the top issues for the country as a whole, the top 3. Those lists looked very different. At the local level, inflation was number 1, which is not a big surprise, I guess, followed by taxes, homelessness, healthcare, and then immigration. Nationally, inflation was still number 1, but immigration shot up to number 2, from 17% naming it in the top 3 to 31% putting in the top 3. And I would note this happened across the board in every community type. The jump wasn't the same, but there was a jump when you went from local to national in every place. How is this possible? I mean, if it's not a big issue on the ground anywhere, or as big an issue on the ground anywhere, how can it be such a big issue nationally? Well, it's because immigration in particular is one of those issues where people are experiencing a lot of it at the national level secondhand. They don't have a lot of experience on the ground. That's why it's not a very big issue in the local communities, but they turn on the TV and it's a big issue on television and they see it as a big issue. So how they perceive this issue is ultimately going to be about the news outlets they watch, the social media they consume, and the LA protests this week are a really good example of that. You have people on the ground in California, the governor and the mayor of Los Angeles saying, yes, this is bad, we need to get this under control, but the police have this handled. It looks bad, and it is bad, but we can control it. The president, on the other hand, is saying, this doesn't just look bad, the city's out of control, I'm sending in the National Guard, I'm even sending in the Marines. And if you're at home and you don't live in Los Angeles and you don't really have immigration as a big issue on the ground where you live, this is your perception of immigration. Whatever news outlet you're watching, the story they're telling you is the story you're going to take away. So the way people perceive immigration in this country is a little bit like the way they're perceiving the protests in LA this week. Some people think they're out of control and immigration's out of control. Other people think not quite so much. You can read a little bit more about this below in the post we've written here, and you can always go by americancommunities.org and explore the data we have there on immigration and a whole range of other issues.